Hi guys, this is the last video in the line of my Dell Venue 8 Pro coverage, and today is about the accessories. Here you already see what I will talk about. It is about this rugged case, the Bluetooth keyboard, the case, and the last thing I will talk about is the stylus. I didn't get too many comments about the stylus if you wanted to see more than in the review, so I will show it a little bit off at the end of this video just so you know if you want to see it or not and just want to see the accessories. So let's start with the rugged case. Okay, here we have it, the Tardis protective case, the rugged case. It is already in it because I by mistake forgot to record while I was putting it in, but it's not really special. You have a silicone layer where you lay it in, then you snap it right in, and then the protective cover. The protective cover is just a sheet of plastic. Let's check the package real quick. So you can see it's for the Dell Venue 8 Pro. Military level 4 feet drop protection, built-in screen protector, and 3-part protection with a impact resistant polycarbonate, shock absorbing silicone, and the built-in screen protector. Let's get around. As you can see, here is still the silicone layer, and I have to say it fits really well, feels nicely solid, can't really complain about it. All the ports are also covered, the speaker is open, but since it's on the downside it should be fine. The buttons, yeah, still work, no problem. Volume as well, screen also works. So I've used it for a couple of maybe hours to have it in, but since I don't really have a real need for something like a rugged case, but if you are maybe on a construction site and it should be dust proof, I think this is pretty nice. You have an adjustable stand, however you want to use it. I don't even know if it's supposed to be like this or this, but since it works both ways, it's also rotatable, so it can be used, I think it's rather this way, so it can be used in landscape and portrait. You can also take this off, so yeah, doesn't seem that bad actually. I don't really know how much it costs because I got it for the testing, but you have to decide what it's worth for you. I would say at least 30 or 40 bucks, but I don't really know. It looks quite okay, nothing to complain. If you have a use for something like this, why not? Okay, so that's it for the rugged case. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is this case. It comes with a built-in stand, and you can also buy it with the matching keyboard. I think in Germany it's about 70 bucks in the total package, and this one about maybe the half, so both of about 35. It's pretty easy to apply. Just open it up, look at the ports, and snap it right in. As you can see, it fits very well, completely stable. You also have the stand function. Just press it in here, and you have this angle. It is slightly in the air, just so you know it. I think this is good if you are watching videos, but if you want to work, I think this angle would be the better one. So that's it for this. It also closes up. There is a protection, and I have to say it really feels nice. The material is pretty solid, very well built, nothing to complain here. And about the keyboard, it attaches magnetically, as you can see, so it fits. And I have to say this is a pretty nice office package. If you're on the go, you have this complete package. Okay, it is a bit heavy, but that's mostly also because the package isn't. And if you want to use it, just take it open, apply the stand, and you have and you have a pretty nice office setup here. Can't really complain. About the keyboard, let's talk about that one. It is a Bluetooth keyboard. It is battery powered, of course, and as you can see, it matches perfectly to the screen. And I really like it. The tactile feedback is nice. You have a really nice amount of key travel, and the size isn't even bad. I tried to use it for quite a while, and it is good, but there is one problem. I'm not really sure about the US version because you have a QWERTY keyboard and I have a QWERTZ keyboard, and the thing is, we have some extra letters like this A with the points above, and this one, and of course I don't even know what this means, but how it's pronounced, but The thing is, if you type English, what I usually do, I always have to use the function button to get this key. The same goes if I type in German. I have to use the function key for this, and this slows down a bit the whole writing process, because otherwise, if they would somehow use these two buttons and maybe fit them somewhere in here, it would have been pretty nice, because otherwise it is really nice to type. It is very solid. Of course it bends a bit, but it is so thin, there's no chance it can't bend. But the typing experience itself is really surprisingly good. You can type really fast, if you can type fast, what I really can't. But the only issue is, like I said, the function buttons for this one. I think if you have the QWERTY version, the layout should be nicer, because you need lesser buttons in the US version. Otherwise, I could recommend this. If you get it for a nice price, this is definitely a pretty nice traveling office solution, because as you can see here, this looks so perfect. But it's a bit pricey maybe. Here in Germany, 70 euros. If it wouldn't have this layout issue, I would say definitely yes. Otherwise, you have to decide. So let's check the stylus now. Okay, here we have the stylus. As you can see, it has two buttons. The one is for select and the one is for the eraser. It has a pretty nice normal pen size, and so it's really comfortable to hold. I think there could be a bit more resistance for the buttons, because I sometimes hit them by accident. So I have to get used to holding it so I can't hit it. But one cool thing, if I say it, if you have the reader option open, you can directly write within the reader. It's pretty nice, but I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. But if you write, you can see the line is a bit not really round, but as soon as you let it off, you can see it smooths it out. But that's a reader thing, because if we switch to note, I've already showed it in the review. If you've seen the review, you already know it. It goes up to the edge if you have a normal speed, and it will go a bit down if you are going slower. You can see, maybe you can see it. It drops down to the edge. And I've also showed this in the video. The faster you go, the earlier it will stop from the edge. If you go normally, things are fine. And for some reason, oh, okay, it goes up here as well, but not really that much visible. And sometimes it doesn't happen, as you can see. Sometimes it goes, sometimes not. Otherwise, I'm not really a stylus user, but if I would have to, it works pretty nice. You can make thin lines, you can make thick lines. It's pretty nice. I definitely have nothing to say against it. If you want a stylus, this one does a nice job, because I can't imagine people going so often to the sides. And I have to say, if you can see it right now, with a normal speed, it stops pretty fairly. And yeah, I can't complain here. It works fine. If you are someone who can draw, which you can see, I'm like Picasso, only better. But that's it for this. You've seen this one, you've seen the case, you've seen the rugged case. And it's up for you to decide if you want to buy it. The stylus is about $30, I think. Like I said, this one, if you buy the whole set, should be at around 70 bucks, at least in retail stores I found it for this price. I have no clue about the rugged case. Okay, so that's it for my accessory special. I hope you liked it. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Okay, bye.
I'll be back.